A little more than 24 hours from now, election workers will be counting your votes as you decide who makes it to the November ballot. A large number of people are voting absentee once again. And Jake Rollo with the Secretary of State's office is joining us tonight. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Sure, happy to be here.
I know it's a busy day, so what kind of delays can we expect when it comes to seeing results, if any, tomorrow?
Yeah, so I think that's a good question. Important for voters to remember that Michigan election law is set up a little bit differently than most other states that have absentee voting. Kentucky, Ohio, Florida, they provide their election officials numerous days, if not numerous weeks, to start pre-processing absentee ballots before Election Day. And what that does is it gets voters' election results on election night. We've asked the Michigan legislature to change our laws here, but they have failed to do so until now. And so what that means is that because we get so many absentee ballots, so many people have really embraced voting from home, that election officials end up counting those ballots typically long into the night of election night and often into the next day. If the election is, depending on the race, if it's not at all close, you may see results get called earlier, depending on the race again. But we don't actually expect that all ballots will be counted until sometime on Wednesday.
Okay. Well, there's been a lot of questions raised about the vote, with several of the candidates still questioning the 2020 election. We know there's no evidence of widespread voter fraud, but what is your message to voters ahead of tomorrow?
Yeah, our message is really just one of assurance. It's a reminder that the 2020 election was the highest turnout election in Michigan history. It was the most accessible election in Michigan history, and it was the most secure election in Michigan history. There have been hundreds of audits, numerous court cases, reviews by the Republican-led Senate Oversight Committee, the State Auditor General. Everybody has affirmed that the 2020 election was really carried out expertly and that the results are completely accurate. And what we want people to know going into tomorrow is that they can expect the same kind of accuracy, the same kind of security in tomorrow's election. They can vote with confidence that whether they're dropping off an absentee ballot at their clerk's office or their clerk's drop box, or they're going to the polls, that they're going to be safe, that their election is secure and they will be secure, and that every valid vote will be counted and counted fairly. So, tomorrow, election days in general, they're a day to celebrate our democracy. They're a day to be excited about the fact that we have these voting rights, and we get to pick our leaders in the United States. And so we want people to feel that energy, to participate in their communities and cast their ballots confidently.
You kind of just touched on this. I really love that thought, by the way. What do you want people to keep in mind as they head out to the polls tomorrow? Anything they need to keep in mind?
I think people should keep in mind a couple things. One is that, their right to vote is, it's a sacred right. It is a really important part. In fact, it's foundational to the United States of America. It is one of the most patriotic things they can do, is go and vote. The other thing that I would mention is, while we are confident and have worked with election clerks and law enforcement and everybody to make sure that tomorrow's elections go smoothly, if anybody witnesses something that, gives them pause or makes them nervous, or they feel like somebody is acting inappropriately, they should absolutely bring that to someone's attention. So, their local election clerk, local law enforcement, they can call the voter protection hotline at 866-OUR-VOTE.
Good advice. Jake Rollo from the Michigan Secretary of State's office, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.